Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School as we are back here with varsity action. I know it says senior night in there, and this is senior night, but the senior night was at the end of the JV contest. They just went to it way quicker than we were able to switch streams. We apologize for that. So if you want to watch the JV or watch the senior night stuff, you have to watch the JV stuff and scroll through the game to check all that out. Again, we apologize for that, but that's the best that we could do with the time that we had allotted. It is a BPC versus the West Central Heat. BPC won 21-25, 25-11, 25-21 in the JV contest. I said briefly, 10 service points, 6 kills, and a block for Elizabeth Gilfillan in the JV contest. 3 service points and 5 kills for Elizabeth Suter. 9 service points, 3 kills, and an ace for Aaron Jackson. And Cora Golage had 2 service points, including 2 aces. She had 2 kills as well. Those 2 aces came in the defining third set. For the Heat, unofficially, and these are all unofficial stats, of course, but 4 kills for Bailey Ryan, 2 kills for Bailey Ferguson, 3 kills for Liberty Miller, 3 kills for Keegan Thacker. A block for Lainey Mills and 2 blocks for Bailey Ryan as well. 6 service points for Keegan Thacker, all in the first set. That's the set they won 25-21. 1 ace for Gracie Winters in the contest, and an ace for Lainey Mills as well. Again, those are unofficial stats. Just something to talk about here as we get ready to go with the varsity contest. West Central is on the floor doing their warm-ups. BPC's already had theirs. We'll do the starting lineups in just a couple moments. I do believe Mr. Rotifer will announce the varsity starting lineups, but we do have those, but we'll let Mr. Rotifer tell you who they are. You'll see Sadie Linz, Maddie Reed, Mackenzie Luddington, Regan Spence, Megan Shaley, and Haley Porter. That might be Hallie Porter. For the Heat, it'll be Sydney McAvoy, Katie Rotifer, Amanda Gilfillan, Maisie Kramer, Courtney Oakman, and Ashanti Strange for the Spartans. Step aside here for the playing of the national anthem. the national anthem as we're getting ready for the starting lineups here at Bushnell Prairie City High School.
First, the West Central Heat. At right back, number 14, Sadie Lewis. At right front, number 8, Maddie Reed. At middle front, number 20, Mackenzie Lunnington. At left front, number 21, Reagan Spence. At left back, number 12, Megan Shaley. And at middle back, number 52, Haley Porter. And now, the starting lineup for your Bushnell Prairie City Spartans. At right back, number 17, Katie Rodefer. At right front, number 13, Sheridan McAvoy. At middle front, number 18, Amanda Gilfiller. At left front, number 20, Maisie Kramer. At left back, number 25, Ashanti Strange. At middle back, number 22, Courtney Oak. And your libero, number 45, Tracy Hayden.
So that is the starting lineup for tonight's contest here at Bushnell Prairie City High School. Thank you, Mr. Rodefer, for bringing us the starting lineups. As both teams are on the floor, we're just about ready to get underway here. And we'll call it an ace then. I don't know if that's really an ace, but we'll give her an ace anyway, serving Sadie Linz. McAvoy is going to receive that one, and it's going to be pushed across. A nice dig by Rodefer. Now McAvoy is going to hit it across. Set by Linz. Hit is dug by Kramer. McAvoy is going to bump it across. Back set. Nice hit. Nice dig by that was back to back to back so fast, but the Ashanti Strange had the initial dig and it went right back at her. She did get an arm on it, but couldn't get it to fall. So it's 2-0. Linz gets the point again. And a little bit of communication error results in a side out. Rodefer will go back to serve for BPC. They trail 2-1 here. Oh, I hit the button too soon. Sorry about that. Rodefer's serve is deep. Out of bounds. Hitting error off the hand of Mackenzie Luddington. Reagan Spence had a kill earlier. And then Rodefer is going to get an ace, in large part to the fact that there was no communication. She's got 2 straight service points. Comes Luddington with the pushover. Rodefer is going to try and hit it across, and she just didn't get it up high enough over the net. A side out. Possession to West Central. Back to serve for the Heat. Number 8, Maddie Reed. Jump serve coming from Reed. Havens is there. Rutherford back set to McAvoy. Into the net, a nice little bump set, and then it's going to fall short. Gracie Havens got there, but that was Ludington with a kill. I want to give her a kill on that. As serving still is Maddie Reed. She gets a service point. Ludington just went up and pushed that down. A perfect placement. Now it's got to go across on a free ball. Havens is there. Not a good pass. Rutherford got to it, though. McAvoy's going to bump it across. Good a job just to get it across the net. It's going to come near side on the hit, a block. Strange is there after the block. Now it's going to be Gilfillan. Now Ludington, a big block by Gilfillan. Hard hit by Ludington and a big block by Gilfillan. And it's a point for BPC. And a side out. We're knotted at 4. McAvoy back to serve. McAvoy with the dig. Rutherford bumps it. Now it's going to be a free ball. Havens pushes across deep. A nice deep pass. Going to come near side and out. A hit out of bounds by Shaley. And McAvoy gets the point. It's 5-4 BPC, and then a service error sends it into the net. Back to serve for the Heat. It's going to be number 20, Mackenzie Ludington. And as Porter takes a seat, can't see the number that came in for her. Strange, Rutherford, Gilfillan. Set middle. McAvoy. Strange, big hit. Overpass. Rutherford's going to back set to Kramer. Kramer, middle again. Going to go McAvoy. Rutherford is going to send a pass over, and it's going to come back across, and I believe that's number 5, Bailey Ryan, playing in the front row on the second rotation. Ludington is going to get a service point. That's in. What a hit by Ashanti Strange right into the right deep corner. And Strange gets her first kill of the night. And Gilfillan back to serve for BPC. Oakman is checked in for BPC. That went under the net. A passing error. Point for the Spartans. They lead 7-6. Gilfillan gets her first service point of the night. A little miss hit on the serve. Service error. And we got it 7-7. In to serve for the Heat, number 10, Carly Tate. Cirillo is in as well. Strange pushes it across. Goes middle to Ryan. Ryan's hit is nice hit down in the deep left corner. A kill for Ryan. Strange on the serve receive. Rutherford back set to Oakman. Oh, nice dig by Zerillo. Oakman's going to bump it across as Rutherford was able to get to it. Now it's going to come near side. That's Shaley again, and she goes off the block of Kramer. A kill. A blocking error for BPC. And Shaley, number 12, gets her first kill. Another service point for number 10, Carly Tate, her second. And a service error follows, so it's going to be 9-8. Back to serve for BPC is going to be number 20, Maisie Kramer. Shaley from the left side. And there's somebody in the net pretty big there, but they're going to give Shaley a kill. I'm not sure if it was Shaley or who it was, but somebody was in the net. It's 10-8. West Central has some power on the offensive side of the net. There's a hit by number 8, Maddie Reed. That's going to be Ashanti Strange on the attack, and it's going to be long, out of bounds, a hitting error, and a point for the Heat. Back to serve is Shaley, Megan Shaley, 5'6" senior outside hitter. She plays left for the Heat. Now Oakman's going to get the attack. Dug by Reed. Reed now on the attack. Zerillo with the dig. It's going to go to Oakman. She's going to have to bump it across. Lynn's on the set. Reed on the hit. Ryan on the hit, excuse me. It goes out of bounds. A hitting error. Ashanti Strange now back to serve for BPC. Her team trails 11-9. And she'll do the jump serve per usual here for the junior Spartan. And got it up. It's going to be a free ball, and Strange is there. Rotifer's going to set middle to Oakman, and it didn't get over. I think you have to call that a hitting error, but it was almost a setting error as Oakman didn't even have a chance to really attack it. As Ryan sits back down, and Porter comes back in. Porter serve, a pass over by McAvoy. Ludington on the kill as she abused the block of Oakman. Ludington gets the kill. That's her second. And Porter gets the point. And an ace. As Gustafson backed out of the way, Ashanti Strange couldn't get there, and a timeout on the floor charged to BPC. 14-9, Heat leading here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Dustin Oakman was just standing over here in his full-fledged Illinois State Police Troopers uniform. I remember coaching that kid in baseball. So cool to see the kids that you coach through the years stepping up and becoming great members of society. So very happy to see him and proud to see what he's become here in West Central Illinois. Works out of District 14. McAvoy. That should have been a hitting error. How is that not a hitting error? 2 hits, a carry, something. It went right through her hands. And the attack. Gustafson with the dig. That was Reed again. Now Reed coming back with a little tip. Rotifer has to take that one. Oakman's going to, a nice little attack by Oakman. I thought she was going to set it over, but she actually attacked. Now Ludington with a big hit. Strange with the dig. Oakman again with the attack. Just not... That middle set not working good for BPC right now. Now Gustafson with a big dig. Now Rotifer. And that's going to be, I'm not going to give a kill on that. I'm pretty sure that was 4 hits. I think that got into the net. It's 15-9. McAvoy now on the hit. Reed on the attack. Ashanti Strange with the dig. Now it's going to go back out to McAvoy again, and she's going to get called for the carry. Yep, that's a good call. Reed on the attack, a big hit, but Gustafson's there. Rotifer is going to bump set backwards to McAvoy. McAvoy's attack is dug by Shaley. Reed again, and that one's going to go long and out of bounds. A hitting error And BPC has the serve back. It is Oakman serving. That's going to be an attack by Gilfillan. Oh, Oakman, a nice little receive of a hit. Gilfillan on the attack. Another tip. Strange is there. McAvoy with the hit. Now Reed again. That one's deep. Was Strange. Now Rotifer's going to bump it across, and a long rally, and a point goes to BPC. Maybe that's what they need to get things turned back around here. They trail 16-11. Oakman, another service coming here for the junior. That's a let serve. Reed's there, though. It's going to come back out on a left side attack from Reed, is out of bounds. Another hitting error. And it cuts it to 4. Not a real good pass. That's one of the first poor passes we've seen. Gustafson's there. Rotifer going to get to McAvoy and Oakman. Oakman's going to come out. Havens is going to go back in. Back to serve for the Heat. Number 14, Sadie Lenz, as we've made the first complete rotation now. And the serve is into the net, a service error. It goes right back to BPC. Rotifer back to serve for the Spartans. Now her team trails 17-13. Nice low, hard serve by Rotifer is an ace. Her second ace, third service point. And into the net, Spence goes with it. A hitting error, and it's within 2 now, 17-15. Rotifer, her 4th service point. Deep. Spence is going to get it, and then Gilfillan blocks it, but it comes right back across on an overpass. Gilfillan now with the attack. It's blocked. Strange is going to push it deep left corner from her back row spot. Now it's going to be Reed on the attack. Rotifer digs. And it's going to be a side out on a passing error. As now Maddie Reed goes back to serve for the Heat. The jump serve. Havens with the dig. Back row attack by Strange. Now McAvoy pushes it back across. Now it's going to be Ludington on the hit. Sometimes it doesn't have to look pretty. It just has to go down, and that's what happened for Ludington there. She mishit it, but it fell nonetheless. It's her 3rd kill. Reed gets another service point. McAvoy to tip. Porter with the dig. Middle it goes to Ludington. Dug by Rotifer. Now Kramer is going to push it across. Now an overpass. Rotifer is going to backset it to Kramer. Kramer's going to try to hit it. Just a little deep. Couldn't do anything with it. Setting error. And it's 20-15. Back to a 5-point advantage as Reed serves again. McAvoy. Rotifer. Kramer's got to get it across. She does. West Central sets the offense up. Shaley up the hit. Big dig by Rotifer. And BPC can't do anything with it. Sub coming in as Kramer's going to come out. Checking in is going to be Anna Curley, number 5, a junior. Reed serves another service here. Curley with the attack. Goes to her spot at the right. Now it's going to go Shaley. And Shaley's going to abuse the block, a kill, as Anna Curley got the hands on it but could not send it back across. Shaley will get the kill. Blocking error for BPC. 3rd kill for Shaley. 5th service point for Reed. Her team leads 22-15 now. Rotifer out Actually, Curley's going to bump it across. So Rutherford couldn't quite get to it. Ludington now has Rutherford with the dig. Haven sets back row attack coming from Strange, and she hits it out of bounds. It's 23-15 now. McAvoy on the serve receive. Rhoda for a bump set. And then a lack of communication. And it's going to be a passing error. And it's 24-15. BPC had closed to within 25-16 before this serve. Back set as Gilfillan bumps it across. And a kill and a point and a set win. Kill goes to Reagan Spence, her second kill. And just like that, it's 25-15, a set one win for the Heat. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. This game brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Well, we are getting ready for set number 2 of the varsity match. Set 1. 15-25, 25-15 if you're from West Central, of course, that's how you'd look at it. But the home team lost 15-25. We'll see what happens in set number 2. As on the floor for BPC will be Kramer, Strange, Oakman, Rodefer, McAvoy, Gilfillan, and and Havens will replace Oakman. On the floor for the Heat will be number 21, Spence, Porter, number 52, number 14, the setter, Sadie Linz, number 20, Ludington, number 12, Shaley, number 8, Reed, and an overpass on the opening serve by Rodefer. And Gilfillan with the attack. Now it's going to go back corner. Reed gets a kill just simply by placement, as she just pushed it into the deep corner, her first kill. And she'll go back to serve. Kramer on the attack. Dig by Shaley, middle to Ludington. Ludington's blocked by Gilfillan. Now Shaley on the attack, and she's going to find a hole behind Rodefer, beside Strange, and Shaley's going to get the kill. Her 4th of the match. Reed is back to serve again. She has got her first service point here. She served 6 service points in set number 1. Jump serve from Reed, dug by McAvoy. Strange. Now Kramer pushes it across. And it's going to be pushed back across by West Central. Now Linz is going to set to number 21, Spence. I can never remember her name. I apologize, folks. Shaley on the kill. Another kill for the senior, Megan Shaley. Listed at 5'6", but man, she's got some up. She's got 5 kills. It's 3-0. And then a passing error results in another point for Reed. 4-0 to score. Havens struggling passing the ball. Another point and a timeout for BPC. 5-0 is the score here in set number 2 on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our number 1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
This game also being brought to you by Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell. They have a long family history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021, and enjoy your shortened athletic campaign. And Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. Reed back to serve after the timeout, and it goes out of bounds. A service error finally gets the ball back in the hands of BPC and gets them their first point on the side out. Alyssa Zarillo going to check in for McAvoy. Zarillo will serve for BPC. Nice serve by Zarillo. Ludington with the hit. Zarillo with the dig. Havens attacks from the back row. Now it's going to be Ludington. Rutherford digs. Strange with the attack. Linz to Shaley. Shaley is dug by Zarillo. Can't do anything with it. Another point and a side out for the Heat. We'll give Shaley a kill on that. That's 6 kills for the senior from West Central. I believe that's Ludington back to serve now. Jump serve is an ace for Mackenzie Ludington, the junior, a 5'9" junior at that. She gets the ace and a point, and it's 7-1. Havens into the net. Rutherford does a great job of digging that out of the net. Strange gets it across. Lynn's back set to Spence, dug by Zarillo. Now Strange on the attack into the net, a hitting error. A point for the Heat. Second service point for Mackenzie Ludington. She throws that ball way out in front of her. And an overpass results in a kill for Bailey Ryan, her second, and another point for Mackenzie Ludington. 9-1. Hard low, dug by Havens, bumped by Rutherford, hit by Strange, and we're going to give that block to Spence. And a point to Mackenzie Ludington, her 4th of the set. And that one just over the net, a let serve. Rutherford bump sets after a reception by Havens, and a hit into the net's another hitting error, and the wheels falling off just a bit, unfortunately, for BPC As now a sub coming in for the Heat, number 11, Morgan Campbell, checking in, a 5'4" defensive specialist, a junior for the Heat. Ludington gets her 5th service point. Lynn's bump set to Ryan, and she's going to hit it out of bounds, a hitting error. And BPC stops the bleeding for the moment. Zerillo's going to chase it all the way up to bleachers. Well, I guess the stairs. It's not really bleachers here. It's kind of bleachers. She threw it down to Gilfillan and then threw it right past her. Couldn't get to it. Oakman's going to check in, replacing Havens, as Gilfillan's going to serve for the Spartans. They trail 11-2. Shaley with the dig. Spence with the attack, and that's a hitting error. Strange was there to block, but Spence didn't even get that to the white line of the net, top tape of the net. Gilfillan gets the point. Reed on the attack, or excuse me, Ryan on the attack. It's a hitting error. Gilfillan gets another service point, and it's 11-4. Spence, a tip, and Oakman trying to get to it, knocks it away from Gilfillan. A point for the Heat. And in to serve for the Heat, number 18, Olivia Gray, a 4'11" defensive specialist, a junior. She's not very tall, but I would have thought she was taller than 4'11". I could be wrong, though. Service there sends it into the net, and a point for BPC. Gustafson coming on to serve now for the Spartans. She's going to replace Maisie Kramer. And she'll hit it into the net. Anything you can do, I can do better. It's 13-5, and back to serve will be Megan Shaley. Reed checks back in. Checking out will be Morgan Campbell. Shaley's serve, received, I should say, by Strange. Hit by Oakman. Now it's going to come to Reed near side. Nice dig by Gustafson, attack by Oakman. Linz to Reed again on the left. Gustafson there again. Bump set, goes to the net. Strange does a good job of getting to it. Linz is going to set near side to Reed. Gustafson, can anybody get to it? They can. Havens gets it across. Linz is going to set Reed again. 3 times in a row, and 3 times in a row Gustafson tries to get a dig. That time she couldn't make it happen, and a side out and a point for the Heat. That's just not a point, a side out. It was just a point because Shaley was already serving. That's a kill for Reed. Her second. A point for Shaley, her first. Strange is going to hit. Shaley with a dig. Linz to Reed, and a big hit. Gustafson gets it in the net, and Rodeford got it over the net. How did she get that to go over the net? Now she's going to have a chance to set Strange. Strange hits it deep and out of bounds. Shaley with her second service point. It's 15-5. Anna Curley going to check in, replacing Ashanti Strange. Took a little off that one as Curley's going to attack now, and an overpass is going as the pass came deep, and they called Zerillo off at the last second, and she did some matrix kind of stuff to try to get out of the way of that one, but she did it. And it's 15-6. Back to serve is Anna Curley. Lynn's going to set near side to Reed. Rodeford going to set middle to Oakman. Oakman gets her first kill of the match. Scratch that, her second kill of the match. Curley gets her first service point of the match. Deep. Reed's going to push it across. Gustafson there. Reed's going to set it to Oakman. Oakman's going to hit it across and out of bounds. A little slide type play there, but Oakman couldn't get the timing down on the low set. It went out of bounds on the hit, and Haley Porter into serve for the Heat. They lead 16-7. Havens, Rodefer, McAvoy on the attack. Lynn's a bump set to Reed. Reed dug by Havens. Rodefer sets middle to Oakman. Oakman, Porter, Shaley. Now Ludington's going to have to send it across. Oakman, not a good pass, and it went right to the net, unfortunately. And Rodefer, who's done some amazing things taking balls out of the net tonight, couldn't do anything with that one. It's 17-7. And Porter serves it into the net, a side out to BPC. Back to serve will be the junior, Courtney Oakman. She served for 1 service point in set number 1. Nice low, hard serve. Reed is there after Porter's received the serve. Oakman now digs that up. Rodefer to Gilfillan. Now it's going to be Linz setting middle to Ludington. Ludington off the block of Gilfillan. Now it's going to be McAvoy, and McAvoy hits it into the net. Side out to the Heat. As Spence going to replace number 18, Olivia Gray. Back to serve for the Heat will be Sadie Linz. The setter, Rodefer. And that was off the ceiling, a passing error. Sadie Linz gets another point, her first of the second set. Ashanti Strange. And McAvoy's going to bump it across. Porter, Linz, middle to Ludington. She gets the hit. Havens there for the dig. McAvoy. That might have been out. Porter went and got it anyway. Linz to Ludington again. Off the block, and it's in anyway. A kill for the 5'9" junior, Mackenzie Ludington. Another point for Linz. And it's 20-8. And a hitting error sends it out of bounds. 21-8. Havens, Rodefer, middle to Gilfillan. Received by Reed. Linz comes, gets it. Reed now is going to attack from the outside. And she's just going to push it right across and into the hole of the middle of the defense for BPC. Reed gets another kill, and that's about as soft of a kill as you're ever going to see. 4 points in a row for Linz now. McAvoy comes and attacks. Back deep corner. Porter gets there, but barely. It's 22-8. Rodefer. Back set from Gilfillan to McAvoy, and that's inbounds. That was really high. Looked like it was going to go out, but it stayed in. Reed now on the attack. Gustafson there for the dig. Back row attack from Havens. The libero. Linz on a nice dig from Shaley. Ludington on the kill for the Heat. It's 23-8 now. Ludington gets her 5th kill of the game. 5th straight service point for Linz. McAvoy on the attack. It's a good one. Porter's there, though. That's going to go to Reed again, and Reed, a nice hit that time. She didn't go down the line. She's went down the line on nearly every attack. That time she went cross court, and she's going to get the kill for Maddie Reed, her 3rd. 6th straight service point for Linz, and it is set and match point. An overpass. Linz is there. It's going to be Spence setting to Reed. Reed bumps, pushes it across. Rodefer sets Gilfillan. Gilfillan gets the kill. First kill for Gilfillan. Katie Rodefer back to serve, but she's going to have to roll off a bunch, and she can't. And that will do it. A service error ends at 25-9 here in set number 2. We'll take a break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop. Because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Post-game show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Of course, these ladies don't go get any cold drinks, and they do not go do any gambling, right? No wads of cash yet, right? Okay, just checking. Wanted to make sure. We got the seniors up here. Well, seniors -1, right? Yes. Jevney's not here, so you've had that problem before, haven't you, Maisie, unfortunately, not getting to take part in something. It sucks, doesn't it? So we'll turn the microphone up. Sheridan, didn't you get the microphone first at the girls' game, at the basketball game, too?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think you might have, but you came up and they're like, Sheridan, take it. Like nobody else wanted to talk. Oh, Maisie wants to talk. Maisie will talk.
Maisie likes to talk.
Maisie will talk. I know she'll talk, but I'll tell you what, ladies, this West Central team was a pretty good team, aren't they?
Yeah. They found our weak spots in our defense on their hitting, and that just made us lack.
I'll tell you what, this season, I mean, I'm sure that you're happy you got to play, but what's this season been like? I mean, it's not at the right time. It's been COVID interrupted. What's this been like for you? I mean, this is, for those of you that played basketball, it was worse really than basketball with COVID and stuff. Yeah. What's this 8 weeks or 6 week stretch been like for you?
It was hard coming off of quarantine, like not doing anything for 10, 14 days, and we kind of lacked at first. And then we found our rhythm and we got back to it, but the season's definitely been different for all of us, and we just had to adapt to it and do the best we can.
Gracie, come on, you can talk too.
It's been a little crazy, but I think all the girls, we've worked together, and it's been a lot of fun.
Amanda,
getting through it.
You got anything enlightening to tell us?
The beginning was definitely difficult, but throughout the season, we all began working together better, and it ran smoother.
Maisie, I know I mentioned earlier you do like to talk, and I don't know if your mom told you this, but I was pretty upset that you didn't get to come to the homecoming game. I tried really hard to get your mom to have you come in your car to the street so that I could announce that you were standing up so you could wave, but she thought that probably wouldn't be a good idea. But I really tried to get her to call you, text you and call you and tell you to do that, but she thought that probably wasn't a good plan.
Yeah, it was sad, but.
You have the problem is with this year, there's been a lot of sads. I mean, when you're a senior, everything is sad, really. I mean, it's a weird feeling, isn't it? You're so excited because you're a senior and you get to graduate, but then you realize that all this stuff is ending. So what's it been like as you go through? And then now they're all condensed into like a matter of about 3 months. You're getting 3 senior nights.
Yeah, it's just been really crazy. But if it wasn't like for the group of girls that like we're so close with each other, I would start crying. It's just so sad because like this year's been awful. Like it's just been so difficult, and like if it wasn't for them, like it just wouldn't be as like tolerable. So definitely.
That's a good way to put it. It's just tolerable, isn't
Yeah.
it? I mean, and sadly, we don't really have a choice, right? You deal with it, and it's good that you can have good friends together and you can play a little bit. You guys did some good things. Amanda, you had a kick butt block tonight. The block early in set one was a big block. A kill is awesome, but when you get their best hitter, their best middle, and she's a good hitter, and you just send it right back in her face, that has to make you feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime you can put a ball in somebody's face, it's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Gracie, we'll talk a little bit about you because, the blockers get all the attention, the hitters get all the attention, and then you're back there in this white jersey. You stick out like a sore thumb, and everybody is watching you to pass the ball. Does that white jersey make things a little more difficult for you at all?
No. I think I would pass the same in whatever jersey I was wearing.
So having that passing eye on you doesn't affect you at all?
No, I think, the beginning of this game, I was kind of jittery because it's been forever since we played a home game. I was a little nervous, but by the end of the game, my passes, I definitely got better.
You guys, I mean, it's hard to simulate game speed, right? Because you guys don't have a ton of players, and ideally your best hitters are in your initial rotation. So you come against a team like West Central who has some really good hitters. Game speed has to take you a second to get in, especially from a defensive specialist point of view when you're having some balls rocketed at you that maybe during a normal practice you don't get to see. Is that correct?
No, I would agree with that.
You seem to get like every set at the beginning of this. Beginning, you got like 6 sets in a row.
Yeah.
And you had some success and you struggled a little.
Yeah.
How is that good to get involved that quick, or would you give the ball to somebody else a little bit? Let me get my feet wet a little here first.
Honestly, it kind of depends how my warm-up goes. Like if I have a good warm-up and I'm hitting pretty good, I'm like, okay, set me. I feel confident. But if I have a bad warm-up, I'm a little hesitant to hit the ball. And then usually when I'm hesitant, I hit way worse. If I just don't think about it and I just go for it and hit, I hit so much better. But when I'm in my head and I think, I baby the ball over and I don't do as well.
The worst thing is getting in your head.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing for any sport you play is getting in your head. How many of you 4 play softball? Any of you?
Yeah.
You all do? So you all play softball, but you haven't been practicing softball yet? Is that what I heard?
We had one practice.
You had one practice? So when is your first game for softball?
Next Monday.
And
I don't know where it's at.
I don't remember where it's at.
it's you guys don't have a home game for a while, but you guys still play in Good Hope, right?
Yeah.
So how difficult, Maisie, I'll give this to you since you had the COVID sit out thing, and all of you did, but since you had to sit out for her homecoming, now you guys are going to have to play softball right until May 3rd without any West Prairie girls, right?
Yeah.
So what's that going to be like? I mean, you have to be used to playing with those girls the last 2 or 3 or 4 years, and now suddenly you guys got to figure out how to put that team together and survive until those girls come back. Is that going to be difficult, do you think?
Yes and no, because I think it will be, since we're not with West Prairie next year, I think it will be good for the girls to kind of get used to who they're going to be playing with next year. But I think everyone knows their position, so because we've been playing softball forever. So I think yes and no. It will be an adjustment, but then again, they're going to have to get used to it for next year.
You guys don't have to worry about that, though. That's a great thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? I mean, in some ways, it's awesome that you don't have to worry about that. You got to be BPC or BWP in whatever sport you're playing all 4 of your years, so you don't have to worry about that change. I don't have to keep you guys any longer. I appreciate you coming up and talking to us. Hopefully you had fun this year. I know it was a short season, and you got to play a little volleyball at least, and you get to do all the fun stuff, and then hopefully softball will be a little more normal. Now, a lot of people have talked about seniors not playing softball because it goes past graduation. My theory is when I graduated, I didn't do anything but work. So I'm thinking that softball or baseball sounds a lot better than work.
For
sure. So are you, did that play any role in whether you guys are going to play softball or not since it goes a couple or 3 weeks after graduation?
No.
just go out for it. I mean, softball's my favorite sport, so you just deal with what you get now. I mean, it's our senior year. Not
So,
much else to do.
are you already being recruited for co-ed softball and stuff like that?
Man, maybe.
That's what happened when I coached baseball. All my baseball players, the minute we were done with baseball their senior year, they're already on the softball field playing softball. So it is intense out there. You're right. You sound like you've already played. No? Okay. Give Coach the microphone, ladies. Congratulations on a good season. We thank you guys for coming up, and it's been fun watching you.
Thank you for doing that.
You're very welcome.
Thanks, ladies.
Well, Coach, I know you love these interviews. If it makes you feel any better, it's the last one.
It is the last one. It's kind of sad.
It is. It's amazing how something so exciting can be so sad at the same time, isn't it? You don't have to get talked to anymore on camera, but it's sad that it's over.
It is.
This year, we touched on it a little bit with the girls, but this year has to be different for the coaches, the players. I mean, it's like I said, it's the wrong time. It's short. You're trying to get stuff ready. You're trying to do things. I mean, this can't have. I mean, while it's fun that you got to play and you're happy, it can't have been a whole lot of fun trying to figure out everything that you're going to do in this shortened period of time.
No, and it's not. I mean, the season's supposed to be in August, and it's April, and we're still playing.
Yeah.
So.
And then you're going to play again in August. We might add.
We're going to play again in August. So yeah, it's been an adjustment. Trying to get everybody, where they're supposed to be and working in, and trying to get the team to come together and not have a divide. Which the girls did really well with that.
Right, and we talked about this a time or two ago, but you're in a season that, I mean, not that it doesn't matter, because it does matter to all the kids, but at the same time, there's no postseason.
No.
You're not playing enough to get any records. You're not. I mean, this is a lost season essentially for most of these kids. So as a coach, I mean, at some point you kind of have to look to August, right? You have to. Balancing that has to be difficult.
It is. I mean, you kind of have to. You want to make it fun for your seniors, and give them playing time, but yet you want to look at your juniors to see where it's headed.
Right.
So. I have some really good juniors out there.
Yeah, you've got some kids that have some talent. There's no doubt about that. You can work on it, and then if you get an actual preseason, it could be even better, right? When you're not sharing it with basketball or losing the end of the season to softball or whatever the case may be. I think people now can truly grasp what these teams that go deep into the football playoffs and lose their basketball readiness, or go deep into the volleyball playoffs and lose their basketball readiness, or deep into basketball season and lose baseball and softball. There is something to be said about that, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, most teams never get to feel that. This year, every team has felt that.
Oh, yeah. That's no doubt. I mean, it's hard to, know that, okay, these girls are moving right into their softball season. So it's like, okay, so how do I plan awards night? Knowing that half of them are playing softball, half of them are running track. I'm like, okay, well, that could be interesting.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I know basketball still hasn't had their awards night.
It's crazy. I know it's just nuts how all that stuff works. I heard Tony say he had to cancel awards night because 3 of his seniors were gone or something like that. So, I guess that's part of the deal, right? That's what 2021 is all about. It's that school year, 2021 is going to be remembered as the craziest probably school year that any teacher or kid will see, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah. It definitely is crazy.
And, I mean, that doesn't matter if you're just talking about sports, but for sports, the fact that IHSA and IESA squeezed as much in as they could from February to June is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
At least the kids got to play something. So, Coach, thank you very much for coming over and talking to us. We won't even talk about the game tonight. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
We'll just leave that alone. But I appreciate you coming and talking to us, and maybe we'll see you in the fall.
I hope so.
Okay. We'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Coach Bowman coming to talk to us for a few minutes here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor postgame show. Real quick, a few stats. A block and a kill for Amanda Gilfillan, 2 kills for Courtney Oakman, 4 service points for Katie Rodefer, 3 for Gilfillan, 1 for Oakman, 1 for McAvoy, and 1 for Anna Curley. For the Heat, Start with kills. 6 kills for Megan Shaley, 5 kills for Mackenzie Ludington, 3 kills for Bailey Ryan, 3 kills for Maddie Reed, 2 kills for Reagan Spence, and a block for Reagan Spence. 9 service points for Maddie Reed, 2 for Carly Tate, 2 for Megan Shaley, 8 service points for Sadie Linz. Actually, yeah, that's 8. And then 3 for Hallie Porter, an ace for Linz, and an ace for Ludington. Ludington had 5 service points. Actually, scratch that. She had 6 service points. That'll do it for volleyball season. It is over. Volleyball season is complete here on TSSR Game Time Live. We'll have baseball on Saturday. BWP is playing at home, so we'll have baseball on Saturday. We'll have track meets and stuff. And again, sorry about the junior high track meet. Misunderstanding there. I didn't have it on my schedule. Actually, it was not part of my schedule. I think that I was given. I'll have to go back and look and verify that. But we thank you for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll see you Saturday from BPC High School for BWP Baseball.